What's going on, guys and gals? 96.9 The Whip here, and today's video is going to be about this heat pump unit. Now what it is, I don't know if you can see it, it's Concept 1000, made by Armstrong. Doesn't really show up on the screen too good here, but well, you get the idea. Well, anyway, this thing was basically having some motor issues with the fan motor. Noticed it making some real funny squeaking noises, and well, you can't even freely spin it. I mean, it feels a little bit too tight, so I went ahead and bought a new motor for it, and I'm going to be replacing it, so that's mainly what this vid is about. But I did turn off the power just for caution, because it is a 230 volt motor, and well, obviously I don't want to get zapped by it, so the power is already cut off. So what I have to do is pop the top of this thing off and pop off that side panel, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, the top is now popped, and we got to remove that motor, but first off we got to unwire it. And that there is the capacitor. There's the relay, and somewhere in this mess of wires is where the motor wires come out, and that there is the compressor, and some of this goes to the thermostat. Let's see here, and that's the wires to the motor, so those are the ones we have to disconnect, so I gotta follow them, figure out where they go on this thing. Anyway, we'll be back. Well, got it unwired, got the top pulled, and see how tight that is? It felt like it got tighter there as I spun it. It should spin a lot more free than that. But we'll take the motor out and remove the blades. What a pain in the fucking ass that was. That didn't go over so easy. Had my good buddy here, Liquid Wrench. I could get it to the very end of the shaft to slide off. I could get it to slide off at the very end of the shaft, but it wouldn't go no further, so brought in a Dremel tool, kind of hacked this end off. Once I got it hacked off, then it was able to slide off, but damn, I didn't think it would be on there that tight. But anyway, we'll remove the motor, and it is held on by 3 screws back here, so I gotta take them 3 screws out and it should pop right out. So there is the old motor, and that was held on by the 3-bolt pattern. This one here, that's the new motor here, has a 4-bolt pattern, but luckily it'll line up with these pre-made holes here in this cover, so we'll stick that in. Alright, new motor is installed, and the blade is back on. You can see that it spins a lot more free now. Yeah, I just think the old one was in the verge of locking up. I can't even turn the shaft on this anymore. But here we go. Now it's just a matter of wiring it up and putting the top back on, and we'll give her a test. Now, this wire here is basically for reversing the motor's polarity. Yeah, I had to put another PVC pipe right there because this one here was actually too small to run all those wires in, because this motor here can actually do both the 3-wire setup or 4-wire setup, and this one here is strictly for the 3-wire setup. But notice how the end of this pipe here is brown. That was the end that was actually against that motor there, and it must have been getting that hot that it actually just discolored this piece of PVC here. So yep, definitely on its way out, that's for sure. Alright, we got it all wired in now. It's basically 2 of the wires off the old motor came off that capacitor, and another wire came off of this thermostat control. You want to be careful when working with these capacitors, because if you're not, and if they're charged up they may nail your ass to the wall. So you guys wearing gloves just as a cautionary. But anyway, it's time for the moment of truth. Alright guys, well, we did get it to work, but there's a little minor issue here. I think that damn capacitor is going bad. And I actually noticed this before I replaced the motor, but whenever I turn it on, it's almost like the compressor tries to kick on and it shuts off real quick. It did it like 3 or 4 times, and then after about the 4th time, it actually stays on like it is now. But fan works great. It's pretty cool how it looks like the blade's actually spinning slow right there. But that damn cap, I actually had that replaced a year and a half ago. We had a 100-degree heat wave back in July of a year and a half ago. Of course, well fuck, that's when I had to go out. So it's been replaced before. I might have to end up replacing it again. This cap here came with the motor, but it's only got 2 prongs on it. And that one in there has 3 prongs. So this is no good to me. But anyway, that's all I got for right now, and we'll see you later.